Hello everyone and welcome to another Let's Play. My name is Neo Tanner and we finished Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy, just a little while ago. And now we're going to be looking at Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy. We're going to start the game. And I originally had it on PS4 and 100% of all three games. And now this is the PC version. And I'm going to try doing keyboard controls. See how it goes here, because the keyboard controls in Crash weren't bad. When I did my Let's Play, I used the controller because the controller is by default still my preference for it. But let's go ahead and start this up. The World of Dragons.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Guhnasty Guhnorc character? Now, I understand
Oh,
he's
dear.
got a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Gnasty Gnorc is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Is the cutting out of sync or... Yeah, to me right now, it's out of sync. Why is it out of sync? Is it out of sync because I have it stuck at 30 FPS and VSync is not on? I might need to change that because I did hear from my friend Faith that if you have it above 30 FPS, certain things won't work. And if you have it unlimited, you run into other problems. So I was trying to limit that. Okay. Yeah, let's turn you down a little bit. Oh, not down to 1. Jeez. Put you at 9. I should have done that at the beginning before recording, but it wouldn't let me do it. Map off, map on. Map on. Graphics. Let's turn on VSync. Let's shift save. Hit save. I'm gonna guess it's saved. I don't see a map. Okay. We've rescued Nestor.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Gnasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. It's really weird because it looks desynced sometimes, but when it ends, it looks like it syncs back up. Maybe I just have to reopen the game. I don't know. There's the map. It's on the left. I'm not used to it being on the left. I don't know. Got your gems, buddy boy. Also got your gems, buddy boy. Because these settings are default when it said that my computer should be able to run. Okay, don't hold shift for that, because that's just running. Glide. I got a skill point. Yep. How you doing, Devlin? Devlin.
Where's Gnasty Gnorc? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's
Okay, I'm looking at the recording, and the recording is not out of sync.
And see what
Does
I mean?
FreeSync make it out of sync on the monitor? Because it's not out of sync in my recording anymore, at least. Oh, hi, Zoe. but the store never opens. But yeah, I played Spyro, the trilogy, and I even replayed the trilogy itself on the PS1 up to the Reignited's original release on PS4 and Xbox One about a little over a year ago. And a little over a year ago, I uploaded uploaded a video on the Reignited Trilogy about the Dragon Egg and Spyro and the Doom thing, the You're Doomed Dragon Egg, because I just always thought that part of the game was pretty cool. And it's like my most viewed video now. But I just felt like playing Spyro after finishing up Crash. And since currently, as of this recording, we have been, me and Grim, we as in me and Grim have been playing Saints Row 3. With plans to play Saints Row 4 at some point. Rescue Tomas.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Yeah, oh, that. Now, people that probably would have remembered that Spyro sounded different in the first game on the PS1, he did, because it was Carlos, whatever the however you say his last name, Azaki Zeliqui, the guy who also voiced Rocco. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he did Rocco in Rocco's Modern Life. And he was a Taco Bell dog guy, but those are the only two things off the top of my head that I can think of that he did. But he voiced Spyro in the original Spyro 1, and then when they did the Reignited Trilogy, they just hired Tom Kenny to do all three, since he's played Spyro in both 2 and 3 in the original, and then he reprised his role here, and then just ended up basically for the first time being Spyro in the first game. And it's nice to have some consistency across the board for a remake. The visual designs are great, the shadowing is great, and I don't know, I think the PC port had some problems when it first came out, but it's been like, I want to say 2 months now, so maybe all the stuff is ironed out. Well, the stuttering has certainly gone down ever since I turned on VSync to keep it at, you know, no more screen tearing on my monitor. I don't think you could see that through the recording, even if it was happening. You got a watermelon.
Flash, do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the dragon mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Oh, only one of them? I do like the little effect when you do blow the fire that you scorch the earth. I can't recall. I don't think that was in the PS1 game because at the time it wasn't probably that possible to do something like that. Let's look at the guidebook. I have 77 out of 100, so I have 88% of this place complete. I can roll with Q. Okay. This is something I never use. But I'm just gonna spam it for now. I take it, yeah, the trims are gonna be over here because I haven't gone over here. Hub worlds. Having explorable thingies. And by explorable thingies, I mean paths. I also looked at the fan game Spyro Artisans Revisited. That was from apparently a toxic person from the fan base. I don't know. I looked at it and he basically, that guy, the developer, I can't remember his name right now, did a recreation of this world and did it pretty decently, though, from what I was told by my friend Faith, that he I can't remember exactly. He basically took credit. He took like designs and models and he didn't give people credit, and he tried to pass it off that he made it all himself. I think it was my first Spyro related video that I made on the channel. I know that. And it got some views. Not as much as the Your Doom Dragon Egg one, but it still got some views. Okay, I'm still in the hub world. I need to go to a level. Let's go to Stonehill. Now, I haven't actually decided whether or not yet to actually try and 100% Spyro 1, or if I'm going to do what I did with the Insane Trilogy, and I'm just going to do as much as I can before I feel like I've been in the level too long. And if that's the case, then I'll just move on, and 100% will be something off the video, or it'll be something I would stream, like continuations to 100%. I don't think ultimately my goal would be to 100% a level or the game, unless I absolutely can. Because some levels like Stonehill, I've always had trouble finding like the very last gem, for example. Come back here, sheepies. Sheepies. Hey, Mr. Bull. Oh, no, you're not a bull. You're a ram. Yeah. You didn't know how to dodge. I mean, he's clearly not played dodgeball. But then again, I flamed him. I didn't throw a wrench or a ball. So that doesn't really apply, I guess. As I mentioned earlier, I'm keeping it at 30 FPS with VSync on because that seems to be the ideal way to play the game, unless they patched it. I don't know if they did or not patch that that problem with being unlimited causing issues, being at 60 causing like issues like some platforms not being able to move. Where 30 FPS is where it was originally designed for, and that's, I believe, the frame rate that it runs on consoles for Xbox One and PS4 and the Switch. So it's designed to run at 30, so doubling that or unlocking that seems to break the game.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
I wanted to hear a story from the I want to say cranky, but he wasn't cranky. From the nice old guy. Some of these levels I'm gonna remember certain parts of it, and other parts I'm not gonna. I got the key. I got the power. I believe that means I can go to the boss, or I think no, I don't. I would have to go and look at the boss, but I'm pretty sure you need to free at least 3 of the dragons, which I have done. Because he said that you have to go to at least one artisan world, and this is one of them. Get back here, sheepies. Whenever I see you, I need to flame you. It's just an impulse. I'm sorry, I don't have any control. I need to really go to a therapist on flaming sheeps. Unlock that. Oh, I wanted to unlock. Okay, I didn't want to go up. Whoop. Go back down. Unlock this guy. Hi, Gavin. When we get to the ice physics is where I'm gonna really have tons of fun. It's why Spyro 2 out of the 3 is my least favorite, because they kind of revisit that idea a little much.
Sure.
But that's been my universal, universal is the wrong word. That's been my opinion overall ever since I was, I want to say 10 or 11. That my universal, god damn it, my opinion on the franchise is that I find out of the 3 games on the PS1, Spyro 2, while I enjoy Ripto, I think the gameplay and the level design is the most bland, and it is the most tedious and boring, where 1 and 3 I got behind and I could even play both of them more than one time, where Spyro 2, until the Insane Trilogy, I literally played once. Well, fine. I played once, and then I played it again in preparation for the Reignited Trilogy. But then the only other time that I replayed 2 was playing the Reignited Trilogy. So I've only played Ripto's Rage or Gateway to Glimmer in Europe
When you free a
3
dragon
times
or step on
total,
one of their
where I
platforms,
played
you'll
1
save
and
your
3,
progress.
probably 6 or
That
7
would be
times.
useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Yeah, I never do. But that's my opinion on it. I'm not in any way saying 2 is a bad game. It is not. Apart from Ripto, it's just not a very memorable game. I remember 3 because of the fact that it was the first game to introduce the idea of playing more than just Spyro. Because you got Sergeant Bird, you got Hunter, you got Agent 9, and Sheila. I do know that since this is running on the Unreal Engine, that I am able to mod it if I wanted to, so I could actually do a series of mods like I would have been meaning to do for A Hat in Time, but I haven't actually done anything with A Hat in Time. Mostly due to the lack of really wanting to play it right now, because there's just a lot of games that I have gotten that I need to get to, and I don't know if I'll record a lot of them, but I'll record some of them. I don't know if any of them are warranting of more than just a spotlight. Sheep kebab. Yeah, I got an achievement. That just makes my ADD show, because middle of talking, get an achievement, just pay attention to the achievement. Oh yeah, okay, I forgot. Right click, you can charge. But I think I'll just keep with shift. Whee. Hi, Gildas. That's a giant paintbrush.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
I do really much like the fact that since these assets were completely remade from the ground up, just like with the Insane Trilogy, to give it the cartoony aesthetic that I'm pretty sure Insomniac was going for, just like Naughty Dog was trying to go for that with the original on the PS1, even though it wasn't powerful enough to really convey that completely. But I hit space twice. Anyway, that at least the Elder Dragons don't look like reskins of each other anymore. They actually have unique textures on them and unique looks, so you know that you're speaking to a completely different character. So that's pretty neat. Because if you go back to play Spyro 1 and you talk to the Elder Dragons, for the most part, they look like the same model, but just recolored repeatedly. Come on here, you egg thief. I dislike you. And I wouldn't... Spyro's a bit sensitive here with the mouse. Nope. Yeah, I know that you don't have... Whoops. I know you don't have to ram into those guys. You have to just get close enough for a short period of time in order to actually just flame breath them. But those egg thieves have always never been something that I've liked in the franchise. I think they're annoying. They appear in every game, I believe. And I believe 2 and 3, they're a bit easier. Where 1 was sort of where they were introduced and they could get hard. Hi, Zoe. No, invisible wall. Yep. Yeah, I know. Is there a way to do it on the keyboard to get for Sparks to actually show you where stuff is? Hold on, does that mean that this has native PS4 controller support? Yes, it does. It has native PS4 controller support. Because I know if you press in the left analog stick, he does that. But what's the button for that on the keyboard? Because he'll point you the direction. He'll point you in the direction of it. Of like gems that you missed. Oh, they're there. They're up there. I probably would need to look up what button that is on the keyboard. Flame breath with circle or R2. It is one thing that this remake has over the Insane Trilogy is it has native PS4 controller support, because I don't even have the PS4 support enabled on Steam right now, because sometimes it has to be disabled for games like this that end up having native PS4 controller support. Because I believe this is on Unreal Engine 4, the newest Unreal Engine, which does not surprise me in the least that it has native support. The part that surprises me and makes me happy is that the developers bothered to put it in, because I believe I've played a couple of Unreal 4 games, at least I think I have. I don't really recall their names, but not all of them have native support enabled, and I think it's a developer thing to turn on. Like, does the select button do anything? No. Because on a guidebook, we're at 99%. We have 4 more to go. Alright, Sparks, lead the way. Or is it over here? Yeah, I'm just gonna use the controller because I don't know how to do this. How to do Sparks to help me find stuff on the keyboard. I'm sure I can look it up, but I don't want to keep pausing the game. What? The keyboard controls aren't bad. Not bad at all. Here we go. I have 100% of this level. There we go, Stonehill. I got 10 lives, 8 dragons, and we're going back.